What is up, epic gamers? I am back with another video in this series where I take characters and put them in levels made for other characters and see if we can beat the level. This time, we're actually doing the Biolizard boss fight as Tails. Now, Tails has absolutely no way of damaging this guy. We cannot grind the rails to get up to his weak spot, bullets do nothing to the rest of them, so you're thinking this might be impossible, but what if we take Tails out of his mech? Tails without the mech is normally only playable in the Chao Garden, and he has two moves, a small range attack and the ability to fly. His flying ability, unlike the gliding characters, does not lose any height. He can fly for as long as he wants and he will never touch the ground. Not a whole lot to work with, but I thought it might be possible. First, we need to find a way to get up high enough to reach his weak point, and after some testing, I actually found a very few specific spots where the Biolizard won't damage us, but instead he'll bounce us back, and if we hit these spots while flying, we gain some additional height. This is very difficult, however, because most of the time touching the lizard will hurt us, and I have no idea why, just a few specific spots will bounce us back instead. But things are starting to look a little possible. Until we hit a bit of a problem. Landing on the platform on his back will damage us, so his one attack is useless to us as we can't execute it while taking damage. But by pure chance, I happened to find a way to damage him by flying into him. I tried to do it again, but this time I took damage instead. So I had to take a break and do some experimenting in another level, and I found something very interesting. Tails' flying ability is not supposed to be an attack. If I fly into an enemy head on, he takes damage. But for some reason, and I have no idea why, if we hit enemies low enough with just the tip of our head, they actually take damage. I have absolutely no idea why this works, but it does, and it's amazing. So with this new knowledge, I took on the Biolizard once again, and I found a pretty consistent way to set myself up to damage him. First, I outrun his first attack, which is easy enough, and when he pauses to take a break, there are two very specific spots on his neck that will bounce me back up, and if I hit them both just right, it puts me exactly at the correct height to fly into his weak spot and deal some damage. And after doing so, he will knock me back super high up in the air. So from here, I just need to carefully lower myself down by releasing the A button and pressing it again with good timing. I made sure to take things very slow, wait for him to stop moving and be very patient, because if I fall too low, it's going to be very hard getting set back up, because after the first time he takes damage, he starts spitting the electric balls and Tails cannot dodge those. So once I'm in the air, I need to stay there for the whole fight. This new discovery worked very well up until the third phase of the fight where a cutscene plays and he starts doing this egg launching attack. The cutscene interrupts the flying, and what's worse is during this attack, the Biolizard puts his head and tail upward, so even if I could dodge all these projectiles, which I don't think Tails can, I have no way of bouncing back up to the correct height. So now, I have to make sure that I'm attacking him while he's moving and get in enough hits before he starts this third attack. With a lot of attempts, I was finally able to get him down to the last hit where he does his final attack. Now I can't skip this cutscene, but fortunately for us, his final attack turns off the gravity in the room. I did take a hit and I lost all my rings, and I knew there was no way I was going to be able to get them back, so I had to take a risk. I went for the final attack and I got him. I am absolutely shocked to say this, but the answer is yes. Tails can beat the Biolizard, which I guess makes him the new ultimate life form. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to drop a follow for more videos, and if there's a character and level combo that you want to see, drop me a comment down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay epic, gamers.